And you guys know what time it is? It's time.
It's time for the Blue 52 Podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Blue 52 Podcast.
I'm Leo.
And I'm Joe.
And today we're going to be talking about a couple of things. XFL, once again, Week 2 just happened. So we're going to talk about some winners and losers there.
Yes.
And I want to get your thoughts and opinions on the Houston Astros cheating scandal. Yes, I'm a Dodgers fan, of course, but I think it's bad for the whole game of baseball in general. So we'll dive into that. So we'll start first and foremost with the XFL. Joe, you want to tell us some winners and losers there?
Yeah, so the Defenders won 27-0 against the Guardians. Right? The Dragons won 17-9 against the Vipers. Renegades won 25-18 against the Wildcats. Roughnecks won 28-24 against the Battlehawks. And the Defenders are still undefeated.
Cardell Jones is there,
yeah.
So he's doing really well.
So they're roughly, I guess, the top dogs, you know what I mean? Like, in this thing, so them and the Roughnecks, right? But the Battlehawks, my thing is the Battlehawks put up a really good fight against the Roughnecks. And the Roughnecks had blown out the team last week, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So
there's at least competition.
Yeah, there's definitely competition. So the Battlehawks aren't as bad as probably people would think, assume.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I guess it would be Defenders, Roughnecks, and Battlehawks.
Yeah.
As you can tell right now from 2 weeks of football, that would be the rankings.
Yeah.
But, it's really good, dude. I mean, the Defenders are really coming on hot, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, the Guardians scoring 0. And, yeah, dude, it's just, you know what I mean? They're the top dogs.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Do you think for you watching the XFL and then me as well watching the XFL, do you think it'll take probably like an entire season before you pick a team to actually root for? Because we were talking about that last week, and I kind of went home thinking about it. Like, for me, it's probably going to take an entire season. And that's kind of sucky because you kind of want to just pick the team. You want to root for that team, right? But then it's like, hey, let me let a season. Let me figure out what these teams are about. And I'll tell you what my dilemma is, right? Obviously, I want to be a Dallas Renegade fan, right?
Right.
But then I actually want to go to games and I want to root for like a hometown team, right?
Right.
Well, even though I'm not hometown.
So the Wildcats.
For the Wildcats.
Yeah.
Like, even though they're not doing very well, I believe they've lost both of their games.
Right.
They're 0-2.
Yeah.
No big deal, but they're in LA. Me and you can grab some tickets. We can go watch them. Even if they're going to lose. Like,
I think it would just be fun just to go, personally.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think it would take the whole season. But even then, at that point, I guess, would we be considered bandwagon fans?
Yeah,
because
depending on who you pick.
Because the Defenders won. Say the Defenders won the season, we'd be like, all right, we're Defender fans.
Yeah, then you're a bandwagon fan.
Then we're a bandwagon
Or if
fan,
the Dallas Renegades end up taking it towards the end of the season, and then we become Dallas Renegades fans, then it's like, all right, you're just jumping in.
Because you don't pick your team right off the bat.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think I'm just gonna chalk it up to as being just an XFL fan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just gonna like.
I'm gonna root for certain teams.
Yeah, so I think, at least in my case, I think I'm going to go ahead and go on record and say I'm a Dallas Renegade fan. So let's just truck that out of the park. So moving on to the next thing I wanted to talk about. Actually, is there anything else that you wanted to touch on that?
No, I'm good. I think, like I said, I think it's still too early for me to tell anything. So I think we'll just.
Do you like the product?
I like the XFL. It's definitely a nice change of tone from the NFL to these guys, and I think it's a really good opportunity for college standouts and certain people that don't get picked up in the draft to become something, right? Because maybe the NFL will be like, hey, you know what, we really overlooked these guys, but he might be able to be on our practice squad or something.
See, and that's the thing too, because Cardell Jones, he played for the Buffalo Bills. Obviously, nothing really came of that, right?
Right.
And then Landry Jones, who's a quarterback for the Dallas Renegades, he didn't really necessarily work out
too hot right now, dude.
No, in Pittsburgh, he didn't necessarily work out very well there.
I think there's another one from I seen an interview. There was an issue with a quarterback,
McGloin.
Yeah, dude, that guy's just like he's blaming his team. Said there's the need.
Yeah, him and the coach
are
not
a lot
on
of clips I've seen on Twitter about him, and it's just like, you know what I mean? Like as a quarterback, I would be like. I like to take a lot of the blame because I play that position. I know, and everything falls on his shoulders, that type of thing. So, but him who was kind of like brushing it up. His first interception, he was like, yeah, it was me. I need to read better, blah, 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 blah. After that, it was like, we need to change our game plan. We need to do this. We need to do that. And not him anymore.
Right.
Mind you, he was only probably like 6th of like 20 or something like that, or 16, something like that. I don't know the exact stat. But he wasn't doing very good himself.
Yeah.
So it's like, how are you going to blame your team? You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
blame
absolutely.
play calling, blame this, blame that. But I was like, even if the play calling is bad, you still should be able to make certain passes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Like just routine, and that's the difficult thing of all of that as well, right? Because it's our first season, they're figuring everything out. You know, it's the same reason why we both can agree that we believe David Carr was better than Derek Carr. You know, it's just David was just on a crappy expansion team.
And I think these guys only been playing together for a few months, so it's not like.
And they're learning new roles.
Yeah, you're fine.
If they're coming from college and
it's
pro,
just something you're gonna adapt to.
Yeah,
you may not be good now, but you might be good at the end of the season. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll just see how it goes out. Hopefully, at least my hope is that this product continues. That it's just not going to be a one season and done.
No, definitely they're locked in for 3.
Yeah.
So at the end of 3, we'll see what's up.
Before we transition, I was actually thinking about this morning. So I'm getting ready and I'm putting everything on and getting ready to go to work, and I'm just making sure on my tablet I have all my notes right. Something that crossed my mind was: do you think that there is some kind of interest in Vince McMahon? So we both know the American Alliance of Football is no longer existing. Do you think it would be smart for maybe Vince McMahon to grab those teams, bring them over to the XFL, convert those teams into an XFL, and then make the league bigger?
Players from the AFL ended up
coming into the XFL.
Yeah, to
okay.
the XFL. So
yeah,
I mean, he just did what anybody would do.
Yeah, but you can still buy the team names, right? You can buy the logos. You can bring everything over, and you can just make your league even bigger.
I think Vince wants to do his own thing. That's why he went with these names, with these people. Like I said, he may expand the teams later on down the line if they build opportunity. So I think it's going to be 8 teams for 3 years.
Yeah.
After 3 years, if they get picked up, then he might be able to.
They're on 3 different networks, right? Fox, ABC, and another network, if I'm not mistaken.
Believe.
So they're not really tied into one thing.
Not to
but
one
then
thing.
neither is the NFL, right? Because they get played on Fox, they get played on ABC.
I think they have contracts with them.
Oh, okay. So that's what we're talking about.
I think that's what he's doing. I think Vince is like, hey, we'll do this, just televise this type of thing.
Yeah.
Cheap, like I said, he's scheduled to lose a lot of money.
Yeah, over the course of the next 3 years.
He's gambling on a network picking him up.
Talking baseball, talking the Houston Astros 2017 scandal.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it? Let's start with you. Like, how do you feel? And the reason why I want to start with you
because
you're not huge on baseball.
Right.
But
so when I had read it, I was like, oh wow, they cheated. What did they do?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously they were watching the pitches, I guess, right?
Right. They were using a center field camera.
Yeah, from what I was understanding, they were able to know what pitch was coming, and that's why they were able to be so good at batting.
Yes.
But I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he says a lot of teams probably do it. The Astros just happen to get caught.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so that my opinion on it, right, is kind of like, well, it's kind of something everybody does. I guess it's kind of just like watching film.
Yeah.
I mean, in a sense.
Yeah.
But like, obviously, it's cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a big part of cheating. So it would be like the Patriots watching the Jets practice type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's wrong, especially in that big game stature, right?
Yeah.
Like postseason and all that stuff. They were doing all that. So
yeah.
I just feel like it was wrong,
mm-hmm.
and they should have done it. So like, how is that World Series gonna be? Because they won 2017, right?
They won 2017.
And they won again?
No, they lost in 2019.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Washington Nationals beat them.
Oh, Nationals won. Okay,
yeah.
So in 2017, is that like an asterisk, or like how do they do it?
No, so like the way that the commissioner put it is that because of the players' cooperation with the investigation, right?
Mm-hmm.
The players have been granted immunity, so no player can be disciplined for anything that took place.
Ooh.
That's one. Two, the team, the Houston Astros, were fined $5 million, which is, you can sit there and say that it's a lot of money. $5 million is a lot,
but to that organization, it's not.
Right. So then, this is where my problem comes in. This is where my biggest problem comes in.
They fired the GM though, right? I seen that.
He was technically suspended by the league.
Okay.
But then the team fired him.
Okay.
As well as the GM.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay. So wait. You said GM. What's the difference?
And the manager.
Oh.
So the GM is the guy who sits in the office and like, hey, what are we doing? You're the coach.
This is who we're picking.
Yeah, we don't call coaches
then,
in baseball. They're managers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
So those two were
they were let go.
Yeah,
I seen that.
AJ Hitch was suspended for the league for an entire year.
Okay.
And then right after that, Lunau was which is the
right. It was like relatively within that week.
It was the same day.
Okay. Yeah.
So the league comes out and says, "Hey, you guys are suspended."
Mm-hmm.
But then the team holds a press conference and says, "We are releasing them."
Okay.
Right. My problem with all of it is
that's kind of messed up though, right? Like with the players.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the GM giving the players immunity because they were cooperative in this? So do you think the players had anything to do with it?
Yes.
Oh, obviously, right? I guess.
Yeah.
If they were.
So I'll paint the picture for you, just in case you don't know all of it, right?
Right.
So 2017 is here,
Uh-huh.
right? AJ Hitch is the manager of the Houston Astros.
Uh-huh.
They have a bench coach named Alex Cora, who
Uh-huh.
used to play for the Boston Red Sox.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So in 2017, they develop a system in which that they use a center field camera
Uh-huh.
to look at the catcher's hands,
Uh-huh.
to put down the signals and say, hey, that's what they're throwing.
Hey.
From there, they relay the signal to their dugout,
Uh-huh.
and, or the room that's right between the hallway between the dugout and their locker room.
Right.
They set up a table, they put a TV there, and they would bang on a trash can.
Uh-huh.
So basically, if an off-speed pitch was coming, which is like a changeup,
Right.
they would say boom, boom. They would bang on the trash can
Right.
twice. So that tells the.
But in a whole stadium, you're going to be able to hear that trash can bang.
Believe it or not, I'll show you this like after the podcast.
Okay.
You can hear it clearly. It cuts through.
Yeah.
So the batter will then stand there and say, okay, boom, boom, off-speed pitch. It's probably going to be on the outsides, either inside or outside. I'm not going to swing.
Yeah.
So boom. So then when I hear people say, oh, well, their batting average was always good. It's like, no. Their batting average in 2017 for all of the players was ridiculous. They were like the best team in baseball that hit the best at
all
home.
the players.
Everybody.
Okay.
If they were at home, they hit better than every team.
But yet, all the players got immunity.
All the players that...
How do you feel about that?
I don't like it. What I think is crap is that you got a player like Pete Rose, right, who is banned from baseball because he bet on his team, right? Sure, it's frowned upon. It's horrible. But he never, when he came out and said that he did bet on the team, he always picked the Cardinals to win.
What's wrong with betting on your team?
You can't do that. It's just frowned upon.
Why?
It's just like...
That's like an unwritten rule.
Like an unwritten rule in juju, right?
So he got
he's banned for life.
for
Charlie
betting
Hustle probably
on his team.
Yes, and he always picked him to win. Allegedly is what he said, right?
Uh-huh.
So you got somebody like that who's probably the best hitter in baseball.
They won like a championship or something?
If I'm not mistaken, I don't think Pete Rose won a World Series. He might have. I would have to double check it.
Right.
But he's banned from the Hall of Fame. Like he can't be
because someone caught him betting?
No, because somebody came out and said that Pete Rose had a bad habit of betting, which was notorious. Like everybody knew that. But once they found out that he's betting on the game, was when it became an issue.
Why though?
Because you can't bet on your team. That's
but how are you? Okay.
Right. No, go ahead.
We'll talk about this later.
It's like, what the hell? Yeah. So anyway, so Pete Rose bets on baseball. He can't play.
Right.
Then you got a player like Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Who got accused of throwing the World Series.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, him and like 8 other players.
Yeah, like 7 other players, right?
Because actually, my buddy Danny told me about this, that because they wanted to get paid better. I guess at that time they weren't getting paid well.
No, yeah, they weren't.
Wanted to get paid
better,
what they felt like so they threw the World Series,
yes.
Allegedly. I guess there's a movie about it.
Yeah,
The 8 Man or something like that.
So there's that, and then you can also watch Field of Dreams, which is based on the story of Julius.
Right, but no, this one's actually
like the events that happened.
Yeah.
But get this though. Let me read this to you just to paint this in perspective. With the 3rd highest career batting average in Major League Baseball, Joseph Jefferson, Shoeless Joe Jackson, would certainly be a shoo-in for the Hall of Fame if it weren't for the Black Sox scandal. He and 7 teammates on the Chicago White Sox were accused of conspiring with gamblers to throw the 1919 World Series to the Cincinnati Reds.
Okay.
Shoeless Joe Jackson had doubles and triples in that entire series. Like he was hitting. there was something that he came out and said, there's an excerpt that says that as he's leaving the courtroom after he got suspended from baseball, that a little kid ran up to him and said, "Say it ain't true, Joe, say it ain't true." He's like, "Unfortunately, it is." So he like walked away, and so like that was it. But then there's also like people that said that Shoeless Joe Jackson they were just told him like, "Hey, just plea it, just say guilty, walk away from it, call it done."
Yeah.
And be done with it. Those two guys are like banned from baseball forever, right? You can't get into the Hall of Fame. But then you got people here who are saying that Houston Astros are coming out and saying, "Oh, well, we didn't change the outcome of the game." It's bullcrap. And the reason why that's bullcrap is because like if you know what pitch is coming, and you have a better chance of hitting a fastball than you do a curveball or a changeup, you're changing the outcome of the game, right?
Yeah.
So why not? Why can't these guys get in trouble? Jose Altuve, Carlos Correa.
How do you feel about that? About the jersey thing? I've been reading a lot.
Yeah,
about
the whole thing with the bad tattoo.
Do you think he was mic'd up?
I don't know if he was mic'd up. I think he was wearing a buzzer? I honestly don't know. But one of the things that is just
I just think if you're a millionaire, you're not gonna have a shitty tattoo.
No.
Personally.
No. I mean, other people say that it's there, but then if you got
like,
caught,
I got a shitty tattoo, but I don't want to spend $200 to cover it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if I'm a millionaire, you think I'm really gonna care about $200 or $300 to cover up a tattoo?
Right.
That's how I feel about it.
At the end of the day, I think that they got caught cheating. That's it.
Yeah.
Right? You guys got caught cheating. Do I think they need to void the World Series? Sure. I do think that they need to void the World Series. Do I, as a Dodger fan, want the World Series? No. Don't give me that damn championship. I don't want it. It's tainted.
Right.
Don't give it to the Yankees. It's tainted.
Yeah.
But you guys don't deserve to have it because you guys obviously did something to change the game. And this is one thing that I just want to reference really quick because this can be a whole episode by itself. In 2015, the Houston Astros won 86 games.
Yeah.
2015 is also the first year AJ Hitch took over as manager.
Okay.
Right? 2016 they won 84 games. Okay. Right?
84 out of what?
80. What is 161? 162
so they
games.
didn't do very good.
Right. So they go 84 and 78. In 2017, 101 wins.
You don't think that's realistic?
No, Joe.
I'm just asking. 84 to 101.
That's another 20 games, buddy. That's another 20 games.
So that's a lot.
And mind you,
baseball?
Yes. Like for you to go.
I know the A's sucked for a long time, but all of a sudden they were close to making playoffs.
Yeah, but the A's didn't win 100 games to get into the playoffs. They got into a playoffs by a wild card because they had like.
Just asking.
No, yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
It's kind of like the equivalency of in football terms, right? So you understand. It's like the equivalency of going 8-8 one season, and then the next season you go 15-1.
Okay.
And then you're like, holy crap! Well, what the hell did you guys do, right?
Gotcha.
So like that's my thing. And then in 2018 they go 103 games. In 2019 they win 107 games. Okay. Now to paint that entire picture, right? So those couple of years that I just said, in the entire history of Houston Astros baseball, they only won over 100 games one time.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden AJ Hitch takes over, and then you've got 3 consecutive seasons with 100 wins. With 100 wins. Sure, the Patriots built a dynasty, but then the Patriots have their own little thing that they got going against them, right?
Okay.
Like with the cheating. I just think that that's way too coincidence, and the amount of times that you win at home is ridiculous.
Right.
And then the commentator during the World Series even said it, right? He's like, "Oh, they sure do love to hit at home." It's like, holy crap! Like now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Right? Like they were hitting so well because they were cheating. Again, that's just my stance.
Yeah.
I feel like it's bullcrap. They cheated.
Makes sense.
Just lose it. Void that World Series and then call it good. Start over. But don't sit there and try to make everybody else seem like, oh, everybody's picking on us and stuff like that because we cheated. We came out and said, nah, dude, keep your apology, shove it up your ass. To be honest with you, and then just void that World Series and move on.
All right.
So that's how I feel about the cheating scandal.
That is the end of our podcast.
That's it, because we can make a whole episode and go into crazy depths with that. But that's going to conclude it for our podcast this week. Let us know in the comments down below what your guys' thoughts and opinions are with the Houston Astros cheating. Something else that we need to talk about too in another time is let us know what you think about the 2018 Boston Red Sox cheating. That report has not come out yet. The commissioner report, I see you looking at me.
Yeah,
interesting,
I
right?
know about it, yeah.
Yeah, so the commissioner report hasn't came out yet. So let us know what you think about that. let us know what you guys think in the comments down below, and let us know if you guys like the XFL and where it's going in that direction as well. Till next time, I'm Leo.
And I'm Joe.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.